What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. I'm Isaiah. Today, we're going to be playing a new game. We're going to be playing Last Days from Ash Barker over at Guerrilla Miniature Games. I had heard a lot about this game, seen a lot about it. This is just recently got to play it. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. It took me a second to get used to the system and the mechanics and the phases, but I thoroughly enjoy it. So today, Michael is in the house. He's brought his crew of highly trained, like, military dudes against my team of random townsfolk, which we'll introduce the cast here in a few minutes. But before we do that, if you haven't hit that like, subscribe, or bell notification, please consider doing that, as it does help the channel grow, and it does help you know when I post new content, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then, with that being said, let's get into this game of Last Day. What's up, friends? So Michael and I, Michael, wave to the good people.
Hey guys.
Michael and I have assembled this super sweet table to play ourselves a game of Last Days. Now, this is our first game. Well, not our first game, but our first game on camera. And we are playing straight from the rule book that we have. So there may be facts or updates that we miss or things that we get wrong. And if we do that, please be a friend, as you always are, because you're an amazing community of people. And help us out by giving us a correction in the comments. That being said, we're going to be starting off with encounter 5 scavengers. So we've placed some supply tokens, which are these shiny blue barrels around the board. And when you place your supply tokens, one of them starts in the middle, or as close to the middle as you can get it on ground level. And then we take turns placing them pretty much wherever we want. They have to be 6 inches away from other objectives or supply tokens, and they have to be 6 inches away from board edges or deployment zones. And from that point, we're going to be ready to deploy our models
on this super cool board.
I won the roll. It's the same roll off as earlier, right? When we chose the board solves, that means that I deploy first. So I'm going to deploy first. So this is my board edge, as always, with the warehouse. This is also a super cool one. I'm just going to take a second and show you all the inside of this, because I don't know if I'll ever go inside of this, and I don't want to go through here without, like, showing this off. This is he got it from, I think, My Mini Factory, but it's made by War Cradle. And look at this freaking thing, man. Pre-painted. Like, I got to get one of these. This is freaking cool. Anyways, I'm starting to ramble, and I apologize.
We got Napa Auto.
Yeah, we got
gas stations.
It's all kinds of good stuff. Anyways, that's how we get set up. So I'm going to deploy my models. Michael's going to deploy his models. We'll introduce all the characters that we're playing with, and then we'll get into introduce everybody first. So I'm playing with a farmhouse refuge. So, and you can take a look at how all that works in the link in, I'm going to guess here. I think it's in this corner, but it might be in that corner. And that's going to take you to how to build your party and put all that together if you need some pointers or some help with doing that. And hopefully I do that right too. So the farmhouse allows me to have 8 people, and my 8 people, I have a bit of a celebrity cast here, not only from real life celebrity, but from if you've watched any of my other content, you may recognize some of the models of people. And in my mind, they're all part of the same continuous universe. They've just managed to shift around within that universe into different game systems. So we have Sophia from the Golden Girls, Dorothy, Blanche, Tabitha, who you may recognize from County Road Z. We got Hank, who you may recognize from Perilous Tales, who in this world is a World War II reenactor, who just happened to, when everything went to shit, he was at a reenactment. So he's just in that. But fortunately for us, he's also a medic. Rose, who's our good Samaritan, and Ray, who's a good old farmer with a big old club. So Blanche is a survivor, Tabitha is a survivor, Sophia is the everyday hero, and Dorothy is a soldier because B. Arthur was a Marine. And it makes sense. On Michael's side of the table, he's playing, what was your refuge, Michael?
I got the gun shop.
The gun shop. So you can have, was 4 your max?
6 is my max.
6 is his max, but 4 is what he took. So he's got Lieutenant Dan Sinise.
Yeah, like Gary Sinise. Lieutenant
Like
Dan.
Sinise. That makes sense. Sergeant Peter Sheffield. Private Joe Snuffy, and rescue worker Agatha Jackson, making up his trained group. So on my side of the table, we've got Dorothy, Rose, and Sophia grouped up. And then over here on the left flank, we've got Tabitha, Ray, Hank, and Blanche grouped up. On Michael's side of the table, we're spread out.
So we got Lieutenant Dan right there, got Sergeant Pete over here, Joe Snuffy over here, and then we kind of hid Agatha back here.
Agatha tucked behind the dumpster like the trash she is. Ooh, them's his fighting words out the gate. All right, so we're deployed. Now, the game works in phases, which is, I like it. It's very different for me for a skirmish game to see a skirmish game that plays in phases or whatnot like that. But I don't want to get too deep in that. I've already talked about that in other videos. We're here to play the game. So the first phase is the menace phase, which, oh no, because zombies will do stuff.
Yeah,
Zombies will do stuff. So normally you would check for the noise tokens, which we'll talk about when we're ready to do it, as well as ammo tokens. Again, we'll talk about it when we're ready to do it. And then you would do your zombie movement. So here we would just start with zombies have 5 action points. With movement, for every action point you spend, you get to move an inch. So zombies will move their full action points towards the nearest survivor that they can see, or if they can't see one, they will move towards the nearest noise tokens. Right now there are no noise tokens on the board, so they're going to be moving towards what they can see. So here, yep, we're going to move
here.
And then this one's going to move towards him over there.
Yeah. Alright.
This one can't, we decided this one can't see anything. This one, however, can see them down here, I would say.
So this guy can see too, so he's going to come up right up.
Yep.
Short of this barrel.
And then this one, can I borrow your widget there? Thank you, friend. Look at that. Look at there. What is this? Is this the Gorilla? Well, yeah. This is the, yeah, there it is. There's a Gorilla Miniature Games widget.
That's one of the best things I spent money on for the hobby.
I love that company's in North Carolina.
Heck yeah.
Like I love it. I love it that they're in North. Was it Death Ray Designs?
Yeah.
That's what they're called. Yeah, I love that they're in North Carolina.
North Carolina. They're
That
just down the street from me.
and in Liberty of all places. One of my best friends growing up, his people are originally from Liberty. But that's again beside the point. So that's going to move 5 inches towards these survivors, and then this one over here, he can see. He can see. I forgot about him as well. But he can move towards that fellow over there behind the propane tank. Propane accessories, baby. So at the moment, this is where all our zombies end up, and that's it for the menace phase for that turn. Next, we go to the action phase, which starts with an initiative roll. So for the initiative roll, we each roll a dice, and to that dice, we add the courage plus intelligence of our leader character, which for both of us is a 4 and a 3. So it's just a straight dice roll.
6.
Oh, yeah, you got the first activation. And it goes back and forth. He'll activate, I'll activate. Now, during this phase, this is when you can move, pick stuff up, disengage, and run. All your kind of movement and interaction type action. So the winner of the initiative roll gets to choose whether they want to be the aggressor or the defender. And as you move through the phases of the turn, the initiative switches back and forth. So if you're the defender, the aggressor will have the first activation in the movement phase, then the defender shoots first, then the aggressor attacks first, and then it's the end phase. And you move forward from there. So Michael's going to be the defender, so I'm going to have the first movement action. I'm going to activate Tabitha, who is going to move that way. I'm just going to move her regular move. Tabitha moves to here. It's now to Michael to activate.
So I think we're going to just move our 6 inches up to there.
Okay, seems legit. I'm going to activate Ray. Now Ray, never mind. Ray's going to move. At this point, we're pretty much just going to move out. The only thing that we want to talk about real quick before we do that is the run action, because we may do that in the process of our move. I don't think we're going to be climbing anything at the moment. Do you plan on climbing anything at the moment?
No.
Me neither. So when you run, you have to run in a straight line. You can only do it once. And when you do it, you move 1 extra inch for every AP that you spend. So if you ran with 3 AP, you would move 6 inches. If you ran with all 6 of your AP, you would run 12 inches. But always in a straight line, and you can only do it once. All of our movements are done. My group on the left flank just kind of stuck together and moved up to here. I did run with Dorothy. Also, when you run, you get a noise token, which again, we'll talk about what that does when we get to the point where it matters. For now, we're ready to move to the shooting phase. Now, which means as the defender, Michael will get to shoot. So first. Lieutenant Dan is going to shoot at this zombie. Now, when you shoot, you're going to roll 1d6 and add your firearms stat to it. So Mike rolls a 1 and adds his firearms, which is
a 4.
4. So mine is 3 right there. You can see it, FA. So his is a 4, so that's a 5.
And then plus
1 because it's a zombie. And that makes a 6, and your target number is a 7 when you shoot.
So we fail. So gonna follow on fire. Now we got.
His gun has a rate of fire of 4, which means it can shoot 3. So it can shoot up to 3 times.
But we add an additional 1 because we're doing a second shot.
Correct. And so it's 1 harder to hit.
So we're looking for target number 3 now, or dice number 3. Got that.
So that'll hit. Now to kill the zombie, you need a 5.
Gotta shoot him in the head. No.
So since he didn't kill the zombie, that zombie will get a knockback token. And your weapon will specify whether it's knockback 1, 2, whatever.
So we're gonna one more shot.
One more shot, looking for a 4 this time. That does not hit. So for every shot he took, he will get a noise token and he will get an ammo token, which we will talk about during the menace phase of the next turn because that's when they come. On my side, Blanche, gonna take a shot at that zombie right there. So Blanche is firearms 3. Now I'm looking for a 7, so I need a 4 up.
Nice.
That will hit. That's a 6. Yeah, you can see those dice pretty well. I was kind of worried these are brand new dice. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to see them on camera, but I think that showed up pretty well. So that's going to hit. Now I need a 5.
Nice.
And that will kill a zombie. And I need to mark down that because that will matter when we get to XP in the Sarge. Going to pop a shot at that zombie. Looking for a 2, right? Yep.
Oh, good God.
Of course. That's a, in case you can't see, there's a 1.
There we go.
That's a hit.
Trying to kill. Nope.
No kill, just a knockback.
All right, so we got one more shot. Oh, good God.
Miss.
That's the second time I've
So that's 3 noise, 3 ammo for him. Dorothy, gonna take a shot at this zombie. Looking for a 3. Hits. Kills.
What is with you?
New dice, Jackson baby. Right here, who's not sorry, gonna take a shot at that zombie.
3 plus your firearms of 3, and that's a zombie. So
plus 1 for that, so that'll hit.
All right. Hey,
and kills. At that point, neither of us have any more shots we can take. And then it would go to the close quarters combat where I would have the first activation, but we're not in close quarters right now, so that doesn't matter. So then we go to the end step where we would take a break test. And at this point, none of us have suffered any casualties, so we don't break, which means we go to the next round. So we start with checking for noise. So with noise, you roll a d6 and you add however many noise you have to it. And if that number is greater than 7, you spawn a zombie on the closest table edge to where that noise came. Right here with Dorothy, she has 2 noise, so I roll my d6. I get a 5 plus 2 is 7, so a zombie will walk on right here. Ended up with a zombie here, a zombie here, and a zombie here. Then after that, you remove the noise tokens. We're gonna remove the noise tokens after the zombie phase because you need them to remember where the zombies will walk towards. But next, we go to checking ammo. And it works the exact same way. So Dorothy has 1 ammo marker, so we roll a d6. We add the number of the ammo marker, which is 1. 5 is not greater than 7, so she does not need to reload. Oh, the reload, well, her reload is 6. It's 6 on the rifle. My apologies. It's the reload stat on the weapon. And 4 plus 1 is still not greater than 6, so she does not have to reload. Now this we can remove right away. No, that stays because that's cumulative. My bad. I just want to pick stuff up off the table. I don't know why. We go to zombie activation. So this is where our zombies are starting, and we'll show you where they end up. Zombie couldn't fit through here, and it's not going to be able to climb over that, so it made the most sense for it to come around. These zombies over here kind of did some gang up stuff.
But we only got 2 that are engaging. Over here we got 1 messing with the Sarge, and we got 1 with Agatha over here. So we're gonna have to do a horror check.
Okay, so that's a contested roll. Right. So I roll and add the horror of the zombie, which is 3. So I got a 5.
This one first, I guess.
Yep.
And I got
she's good.
8, or she got Kirch's 9. So.
And that's to see if they can use the disengage action. If they lose the roll, then they can't disengage, and that'll pass too.
Okay.
That goes to is going to defend again, which leaves me to move first, which I'm okay with. So I'm going to use Ray, and Ray is going to run this way. Ray ends right there beside that supply token. Now he is out of AP, so he cannot pick it up because it costs 3 AP to pick up. I'll show you where everybody is. I'm grouped here and here. Michael is kind of in some stuff over here on his edge. That's all of our movements. I moved around to the supply, just pushed down the fence line, up to the fence line. Blanche and Hank fell back behind the UPS truck. Tabitha runs to the supplies. Ray runs to the supplies. On Mike's side, Agatha disengages and then runs up.
There's Joe.
Joe moves over and then runs up.
Lieutenant Dan just advanced.
And then here disengaged and...
Sergeant Pete, he disengaged and ran back this way.
And ran. And that'll bring us to the shooting phase, where Michael, as the defender, has the first. So, who is this?
Joe Snuffy.
Joe Snuffy is going to shoot at Rose.
Oh, God, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm sorry, Betty.
No, he's not.
Well, that's a hit.
That's a hit. And then, so, all right, so we've hit. Mm-hmm. So then for damage, we roll a dice, and we add the strength of the weapon, the damage of the weapon, which is...
The saw. Need to look it up. Sorry.
It's damage 5. So that's a 9. We then divide that by my endurance, which is 3. And we round it down, which we don't have to there. So that's 3. So that's 3 damage, which equals my damage capacity. So Rose will fall down.
And we're going to keep on firing because we got rate of fire. I'm going to shoot at Dorothea.
Okay, so there I'll have cover.
Yes. So, start out with
hitting on a 4 this time because second shot and cover. That'll hit. That's 5. That'll kill her.
And I think we're just going to leave it at the 2 shots.
Okay. I'm going to take a shot with Sophia at this zombie. So I get +1 to shoot at it because it's a zombie.
Picture it. Sicily, 1922. Bam!
So that hits. And then...
Oh, yeah.
That will kill. Dan, shooting at that zombie. Looking for a 2. Hits.
Shoot him in the head. Nope.
Does not kill.
Okay, so second shot, needing a 3.
Hits. Does not kill.
One more time.
Hits. Kills. So that'll be 3 noise and 3 ammo for Lieutenant Dan. Gonna shoot at that zombie.
Looking for a 2.
Hits.
Shoot him in the head.
Doesn't kill.
So looking for a 3.
Does not hit.
Looking for another 3. Oh.
No, it'd be a 4 that time though, wouldn't it?
No, it doesn't keep on going.
Oh, it is just up there. Agatha, gonna take a shot at that 3. Zombie. No. Does not hit. Rate of fire 1 on the mag. So now I've got to take a break test. So I'm gonna roll a dice. I got a 3. And then I add the number of casualties that I took, which was 2, which is a 5. And my goal is to be less than the total of the courage of my leader, which is 4, plus everybody that I have left, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, which is a 7. 5 is less than 7, so I'm okay. If I had been over the 7, then I would have broke and fled. That we come back into the menace phase. We will make our noise checks and our ammo checks and show you where any new zombies come in, / if anybody needs to. At the end of that, Agatha will have to reload, which is a 2 AP action. We got a new zombie here, and we got a new zombie here.
And a new zombie over here behind Napa.
And a new zombie over here behind Napa. Right there. So we'll move those around, and then we'll get into the... So this is where all of our zombies have ended up. And then we'll go to an initiative roll. I got a 4, he got a 5. So what do you want to be?
I think we'll be a aggressor this time.
Okay.
Just to change things up.
Okay, sounds good. Pre-movement shots. We'll show you where we end up. So I'm going to activate. When I activate here to pick up the supply, he'll use his locked and loaded to take the shot.
Okay, so I need a 3.
Yep.
Oh, no, 4.
You started at 2, right?
Started 2.
No, you started so 3 and then 4 because cover.
Yep. Nope.
So that's a miss.
So 5. That's a hit.
That's a hit.
So working the damage. 3 plus the damage of, I think it's
4. One more shot.
Need a 5? No.
Does not hit. So that'll be 3 noise and 3 more ammo. In movement, Ray is picked up and moved here. Now, the supply tokens give you heavy 2. For every point of heavy, it reduces your actions by 1. He, however, has the heavy lifting trait because he's a farmer, so it only gives him heavy 1. Tabitha grabbed her supply and made it to here. Blanche came around the truck here. Hank moves up to here. Sophia runs into the warehouse and then picks up the supply there. He moves up, picks up a supply. Agatha moves up. He's still there. We know what he did. And then our other friend has run around to this side of the gas station. As the aggressor...
Defender. You're a defender.
I'm the defender, sorry. As the defender, I have the first shot. And Sophia is going to shoot right there. So let's roll and see if we can hit. We cannot. Looking to shoot at Tabitha. Looking for a 3 because she ran.
Oh, no. 3, so it'll be a 4.
Well, you're normally a 2.
Normally a 2 against zombies.
Against zombies, so 3, you'd be a 4. Correct. I keep forgetting that the extra +1 is just against
so
zombies.
So I would be a 3, but because she ran,
it's a 4. Hits.
So that's a 7.
7, so it'd be 2 damage. For a 5.
No.
Nope.
Look for a 5. Yes.
Hits. Yeah, regardless of what happens, it's going to do it. We'll shoot at that zombie. Looking for a 3. Nice. Hits. Looking for a 5. Does not kill. It'll be knockback 1, but she's got
ready to fire 2.
She's got ready to fire 2. So the next one goes to 4. Nope. Misses and 4. Misses. And gonna shoot at some zombies over here.
I would say they definitely get cover.
Yeah.
So initial shot would be 3.
Well, no, I don't know. I think you're probably close enough to just spray over the hood of that.
So then 2 for the first shot. Hits. Can we get that again? No.
No. So knockback, 1 knockback.
Center one that we're shooting at first anyway. So now I need 3s. Nope. 3. Hit. Come on.
Nope.
Nope. But
so 4 knockback, though. Gonna shoot her magnum right there.
Looking for a 3.
Hits. Does not kill. Knockback 2 on the magnum. All right, so Joe gonna shoot at that zombie.
Looking for a 2. Hits. Nope. So looking for a 3.
Does not hit.
3.
Does not hit.
1 more.
Ready to fire 4 on the saw, yeah.
Oh, good
Does not hit. So 4 ammo, 4 noise. So technically, we've done a few mistakes here that we just caught. So he's not supposed to be able to have that gun because it's highly specialized and he doesn't have the gunsmith trait. Also, it's heavy 1, so he's had 1 less AP than we've been playing with. We just caught it. We'll point it out. We'll revise his loadout before we play another game. That way we're all on the up. For shooting, so I've got to take a break test. That's a 5 plus 1 is 6, and I'm at 4, 5, 6. I'm good. Equal to or less than. I'm good because I only lost 1 this turn. 4. Wait, no. 4.
You rolled a 5, didn't you?
I don't know. I don't remember picking the dice. So at that point, I've got 5. I rolled a 5 plus the 3 casualties I've taken. We were doing that wrong as well, but we straightened it out. And I have courage of 4 plus 1, 2, 3. 4 remaining because Hank's still on the board. So I have an 8. So I don't break. Math is hard, especially in a new game.
This is why you teach art.
Yeah. So this is a 5 plus the 3 I've lost, which is an 8. And my target number is an 8 because I have 4 courage on Sophia and 4 party members remaining. The fact that Hank was written down in here at the bottom because I didn't have room in the blocks is what was throwing me off. So I'm good for now. We get a zombie here. 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 And a zombie here.
And a zombie here.
And a zombie back there.
All my guys brought in a zombie.
So Agatha is going to have to reload. Dan is going to have to reload. Blanche is going to have to reload. A few horror checks to make. So I'll start with mine, which is with Blanche.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll for Blanche, who got a 6.
Oh.
So he's going to lose, so I will not be able to disengage with Blanche.
Mm-hmm. And then I got 1 over here on Lieutenant Dan.
Okay.
So I'm good.
Lieutenant Dan's going to be fine, and then we got
2 for Pete.
2 on Pete. Now, do you take a minus for each additional one?
No, that's
right. No, that's for close. Okay, so that one's good. Oh, that one, however,
is a tie because he's got courage 4 and the thing's got horror 3.
Yeah. And tie goes to you.
Yeah, tie goes.
So initiative roll.
Oh yeah, there's that.
I got a... That'll be initiative 2 or initiative choice to Michael. Michael, what do you want to be? Attacker or defender or aggressor?
Let's see. I guess we will go with, I guess we'll be defender.
Okay. All right. So for me, Blanche stays put because she couldn't disengage. Hank will move over to helper. Sophia books it back through the warehouse. Ray books it into the warehouse. Joe moves up to here. We disengage and reload here. Move and pick up a supply token here. And poor Pete is trapped in his current situation. So here, shooting at Ray. Gonna need a 5. That'll be it.
And that's 3 plus
5,
is
8.
8.
So 2. 6 now to hit Sophia.
Or would that be? No, that'd be 5 because did she run?
She ran.
She ran. I wasn't sure she ran.
She ran.
Okay.
She ran.
Nope. So that was shot 2.
And
that was another 2 for this camera. So nope. And so I got one more shot. Needing a 6. Nope.
So here, gonna shoot there.
Looking for a 2 for the first shot. All right.
Hits.
Nope.
Nothing.
So looking for a 3.
Misses.
For 3.
Hits. Nothing.
So
Blanche is gonna. I have the initiative for the close quarters phase. So Blanche is gonna swing at the zombie, getting a 4, 6, 8. And on the attack, I want to say it's not a tie. I have +1 because of it's a zombie that I'm attacking, and the zombie has -1 because it's outnumbered right now.
7.
So you got a 7, and I got a 9.
Okay. Yep.
So then I roll damage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 5. Oh wait, this is me. I'm just looking for a 5, right?
Yeah, you're trying to.
Yes. So technically, and the dagger has lobotomizer, so I would have needed a 4.
Yes.
So that'll peg that zombie in the brain. Gonna swing at that zombie right there. I got a 6. He got a 8. So that'll do it. So he's looking for a 4 to lobotomize the zombie.
Oh.
Does not lobotomize. For close quarters, I've got to take a break test. Oh, shart. Hand me that, please. Thank you. 4 plus 5 is 9, so that will cause me to break and run at this point. That would be a win for Mike because I broke and run, so regardless of the objectives, he automatically counts as the winner. So that'll be a handshake, and then we'll do some post-game stuff and talk about how that works. First up, we do injury rolls, so we'll go with Dorothy, who is going to be fine. 11. Hank is still alive at the end and on the table, so he can use his medical supplies to move the result up or down by 1. So I'm going to make that 11 into a 12, which will give her an extra D6 worth of XP. So an extra 2 XP for her.
Pretty beautiful. That pulled off a 6 on top of that.
I know. And then we'll go to Rose, who gets a 7.
7, full recovery.
Full recovery. She's fine. We'll go to Tabitha, who gets a 7.
Full recovery.
And we'll go to Ray, who gets a 6.
Same thing, full recovery.
All right. Next comes our XP. So you get 1 XP for killing a zombie. You get 3 XP for killing an enemy teammate. You get a D6 for surviving the game and not being out of action at any point. And then if you were fulfilling an objective like carrying a supply token or something, you just get 6 for fulfilling an objective. Everything said and done, Sophia will get 10 XP. Dorothy will get 3. Ray will get none. Blanche will get 7. Tabitha will get none. Ray will get none. And Hank will get 6. Dan will get 4. Agatha will get 12. Joe will get 18. And Pete will get 2. Sophia is going to level up by spending 6 of her XP. And she's going to roll on the leadership skills table. I get a 4, which is tag team. Blanche is also going to level, and she's going to roll on the characteristic table, so that's a 2d6 roll. Getting a 3, which is roll again. On a 1 through 3, I get a 1 to my close quarter. On a 4-6, I get 1 to my firearms. So I'm going to just go with that. So 6, so I'll get +1 to my fire level and also roll on characteristics. So I get an 8, and we consult the chart, and I get +1 to my strength. I'm going to actually spend 1 other XP right there to go up 1 to get the +1 endurance, so that I'm a little bit harder to do. For my XP, Mike will do his, but he's going to do it off camera. We didn't go to the supply table, so I had 1 supply token. I get a
4 and 4.
8. So I see. So 4, Then 4, so I'll get D6 plus 3 scavenge points.
No, that doesn't make sense. It's got to be 2d6 and then another 2d6. So you roll.
Yeah, 2d6 rolls. So the first one is an 8. So I go to 8, and then the second one, a 3. So that would be right here.
Yeah.
D6 scavenge points and a military SMG.
Nice.
So D3 scavenge, so I get 3 scavenge points and a military. After we check our supplies, we go to the refuge and recuperation. This is kind of the post game for your base that each team does. So the first thing is recovering from injuries. Basically, anybody who was taken out of action but survived will not contribute to the base that round. They can't be assigned jobs and they'll actually negatively affect how your team does during the zombie attack at the end of the So then we go to assigning jobs, which they can be assigned to guard, work, or build. I'm not going to be working or building this turn because I don't really have any scavenge points to do much of anything with. So I'm going to put all 3 of my current survivors on guard because that will help balance out and give me a better chance during the zombie attack, which we'll get to in a moment. But if you wanted to build stuff, you can add multiple different perks to your base at the cost of whatever the chart says their scavenge points are. And you can only have each perk attached to the base once. So you couldn't have like a double armory or anything like that. Next up, we go to the recruit phase where the leader may be assigned this job as only they will have the authority to do it. So this is where you can add new people to your team. I'm not looking to add anybody right now. I'm pretty much at my max for what my refuge can hold. I think I can maybe hold one more. But I don't have the scavenge points to spend on that at the moment. Then the talk. Now this I think I'm going to talk is between the leader and a character with a different keyword. This is cool because it allowed, then it opens up that slot where you could add in recruit later a different neutral or a different one that's outside of from a different keyword. So it's an opposed intelligence test. I suppose I need 2 different dice. So the white dice is going to be Dorothy, who's currently the trained type, and the cotton candy dice will be me. So Dorothy's probably going to get that. My leader's intelligence is 3, and Dorothy's is 3. So yes, so that will fail. If I'd passed, the keyword would have changed. Since I failed, there's no effect. At the end of all that, the zombies attack. It's a 2d6 roll, and we've got some modifiers here. So for each character out of action at the end of the previous encounter, you get -1. For each character on guard, you get +1. Or if the refuge has the fortified windows perk, you get +1. If the result is 2 or less, then you've been overwhelmed by the horde. So I'm only going to be -1 to this. Ooh, man, but I almost failed. That's a 4, which is safe. So we're good. Now, if we had failed, we would have been forced to leave and lose our refuge. So we would lose the perks that had built into it. We would lose the stuff that we had stashed there in the bank. All the goodies. Gone, and we have to pick a new one, and we cannot pick. The new one that we pick cannot be of the same type. You also have the option to voluntarily leave your base. If you're just not happy with it or if you want to try something else out. And in that case, you do get to take your stuff with you because it's a planned move. You're not just being overrun by the horde and then having to get the heck out of there. And that brings us to the end of the campaign turn. And that, my friends, is going to do it for today. Thanks so much for tuning in, watching us roll some dice on a new game. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day. And as always, I'd like to say a big, huge, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to our patrons who support us and pledge to us over on Patreon. You guys are the absolute best. If you enjoyed the content you saw here today and that's something that you would like to consider doing to help out the channel, go over there, check out the link in the description, check out the Patreon. There's a lot of cool stuff over there, including access to our Discord server. Talk to me, hang out with me, talk about our work, what we got going on in the hobby, some shout outs, all kinds of cool stuff. Check it out if that's something that you think you would be into. And regardless of whether or not you do that, I want you to know that I am incredibly grateful that you decided to stop by and spend part of your day with me today, rolling dice and pushing toy soldiers around. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And as always, may the dice be ever in your favor.